Is it worth starting an Amazon FBA business in 2021? Is it possible to find profitable products to sell or categories that are not too saturated? Will I make any money with my Amazon FBA business or lose money? Well, I know you're asking yourself those questions because when I started 2 years ago, I had the same exact questions that I asked myself. I saw many examples of people going full time with their Amazon FBA business after several years or even months, and I thought to myself they are so lucky and that it's just not possible. And here I am after 2 years that I started my Amazon FBA business and I make more than 30K in profit every month. So I know that it's possible. Recently, in the last few months, it even reached over 70K in profit every month. I do all of this while working less hours than my previous 9 to 5 job and enjoying life and having that flexibility of doing what I want and when I want. Now, before we're going over the actual video, I would want to show the numbers to show credibility and to show that these are real numbers and that I'm not just talking by air and making up some numbers, okay? So this is Shopkeeper. Shopkeeper, it's a program that connects into your Amazon account and pull all the numbers from your Amazon account, including orders, fees, advertisement costs, and connecting all these data within their dashboard to allow you to see the real profit real time. So here, for like, they have an option to hide the items, of course, but you can actually do the breakdown. This is for today, and it's telling you, okay, how much you got total in revenue, and then what is the PPC cost, what is the cost of goods for each item. You will define what is the cost of each unit, including shipping. So it gives you real time all this data. For example, now we made 3 more sales. But let's do it for the last 12 months. And for the last 12 months, we sold for $1,783,964, and the profit was $3,080, which if we divide it by 12, it's almost $32,000. If I show you the last 30 days, you will be really amazed. It's $75,000 in profit. Recently, the last few months, I really grow the amount of the amount of the revenue with the products that I'm selling, and that's really awesome. Now, before we're getting into the steps, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos related to Amazon FBA and business, online businesses, and click the bell so for every new video that I release, you can get update and be notified. And let's start with the step. I will try to make this video as clear as possible for each step. That means that I will not get deep into each step with deep explanations, but rather give you the roadmap that I did so you can get similar results to mine, hopefully. Now, first step, be clear and know exactly what profit each month you want. Depends on where you are in your journey. So what does it mean? So like in practical things that you can take in actions. So if, let's say, for example, you're just a beginner, you want to set yourself a number, a profit per month that you're aiming to that is realistic for beginner. When I just started in the first year, not in the first month or two, because I knew that it's going to take me time, I set myself to make 10,000 a month profit every month. It only happened after 11 months that I was making this number on the 12th month, so it's possible. So the first few months it was a learning curve. I just brought the item to the market, and then the more the progress that I had and the time passed, I launched more products and made this possible. Okay, that's the number one thing. Make sure that you have very clear goals and you know exactly how much you are aiming to. For some people, that was 10,000 was a little aggressive, and it wasn't really hard. I spent a lot of time and energy running and chasing this goal, but for me it was worth it. But I know and understand that every person is different. So if you want to set yourself a goal of $3,000 profit a month, that's totally fine. Even 1,000. You need to make up goals that are good for you. But remember, you want to set yourself with a goal that is not too easy for you. So if you feel that $1,000 won't really make a big difference in your life, I suggest that you tell something that makes some butterfly within you and make you feel a little fear and uncomfortable, and that's where you want to be. But at the same time, you don't want to set a goal that is just too far and looks that it's unachievable. You want to find the sweet spot on where you actually can make it, believe that you can make it. It's super important, because if you don't believe that you can make it, you will not make it. Before I had this success, I imagined in my mind, I felt like I have it. I knew that I have it. I knew that I need, or I have what I need to make it happen. And I knew that I want it really bad. So I believed in myself, and my actions were really derived from me believing in that goal. So it's super important that you set yourself a goal that looks to you hard, but at the same time looks like something that is achievable, okay? So by me making the video and sharing the numbers, you can see that it's possible. And hopefully this will give you the confidence that you need to start your own business. And you know what? Even if it's not Amazon FBA business, I will be very happy. But if you ask me, Amazon FBA business is something that works really, really good right now and could scale it to crazy numbers. I'm going to exit very soon my business for more than 7 figures number, more than $1 million with investment of $20,000. So show me another business that you can make a profit on $1 million with less than 2 years with an investment of $20,000. It's unheard of, and I totally suggest that you look further and research on the Amazon FBA space if you're not aware. Now, if you are an advanced seller, in my second year, I made 10,000. I saw what is possible, and I set myself to set a goal of 50K profit a month. And as you can see, right now it's 70,000, 75,000 for the last 30 days. So it's possible. And for this year, the third year, I set myself a goal of making $120,000 every month. And if you see the vision board that I have on the corner there, I do have a graph that shows that I make 800,000 a month revenue. And you know, I just put it there for inspiration as a vision board, which is amazing. Okay, the second step, you have to create a plan of action. So I see this happens all the time. People set high goals, but they don't have an action. They don't have the exact map on how they are going to achieve this goal. So for me, I just set myself, okay, you want to make sure that how many hours you're going to work every day. You want to define it. How many days you are going to work every day. Are you going to work on it 3 times a week? Are you going to work on it 5 days a week? It really depends on your, of course, goals. If your goal is to make $1,000 a month, your action will be less than someone that have a goal of making $20,000 a month, obviously. You also want to make sure that you define how much time you dedicated for each task. So for example, if you plan to work 5 hours a day on your Amazon FBA business, you want to make sure that you split the time and you define enough time to educate yourself, because you are new, and even when you are not new, like me, I still learn, I still seek for information from other sellers, from other people that I can get knowledge from, and you know, be successful, be ahead of the game and beat all of my competitors, or maybe not all of them, or maybe not beat anyone, but be successful myself. So education is a big part of your progress, but if you're not really defining a specific time every day to new learning, you'll stay behind. So it's super important to have it as part of your plan of action. Number 3, focus on creating winning products. So focus on long-term improved products to create something that is sustainable. I see this all the time, that people going after quick wins, items that makes them money maybe for a couple of months, and then the competition comes in because they didn't really invest enough time improving the product or making it better or bundling it or coming up with USP, unique selling proposition. You want to make sure that you create something that is amazing. This is the base of this business. So for example, you know, like if you know, you have a restaurant and you sell food, you want to make sure that the ingredients and the quality of the food that you serve is always the best. This is the core principles of that business. So here on Amazon, the core things are the products. Make sure that you invest most of your time finding winning products, improving them, and getting something new to the market. Something that people will say, oh, that's what I need. That's where your focus should be at, okay? At your product. It's your most important thing. Once you have a winning product, everything else is much easier. Everything else become much more scalable. So, and I'll give an example. Let's say you have a winning product, even if your PPC, even if your listing optimization, your copywriting, your images is not great, it will still sell well because it's a good product. It's a good selection. It's a good improvement that you had there. But at the other end, if you have a bad product, no matter how hard you will try with your PPC efforts, or you create the best images out there and best copy out there, it's just not gonna sell. That's why, from my experience, when I had not invested the time, I see this happen all the time. I see this happen time after time that my products fail when I don't invest enough time in the core principles of this Amazon FBA business, the product, okay? Number 4, treat your suppliers well. This is something that helped me be ahead of my competitors. Be like always in stock. Not always, of course, many times I was out of stock. But when I needed them, they were there for me because I treated them well. When I say treating them well, always be polite, always pay on time, always ask how they are doing on the personal level, always be there when they need you, and send gifts on their Chinese holidays. Like for example, right now it's the Chinese New Year. So you want to send something small to them, just show them the appreciation. Always send them messages appreciating them, and it will pay off because they will offer you some new stuff. They will take care of you. So again, it's related to number 4, or I'm sorry, point number 3, where I said focus on your products. So they are related to your products. So if you have good relationship with your suppliers and factories, you're doing really yourself a big favor, making sure that the quality, the production, and everything is just much more efficient and smooth, okay? Number 5, prioritize your time. If you want to grow and grow fast like I did, you want to prioritize yourself. You have to focus on one thing at a time. Focus on making sure that you focus on the important things only. And by doing that, you can achieve much more than people that just do it all, you know? So I see this, like for example, people that, you know, launching new products. So instead of when you launch a product, work on your listing photos, they will work and launch new campaigns. This is not the right order as far as priority, but the priority first is to set up the listing, to make sure that your photos are good, the copywriting is there, and all of this is ready before you move on and you launch your PPC campaigns. You know, you need to really know exactly at each time what is the order of things and the priority that you give for each task, so you don't waste time and energy on things that are not important or on some shiny objects, okay? And the last thing here is hire. Make sure that you hire quick to delegate all those things that are not really important to run the business. Or maybe they are important to run the business but not by you. Customer service, social media, shipping plan creation, follow up with suppliers, follow up with freight forwarders. Doing all these things could be outsourced. And when you actually do it, instead of focusing on growing the business, then you're really not managing your time efficiently, and it will hurt your growth, okay? Another thing that you can outsource is manage logistics, forecasting, and all of this. So that's really briefly how I make more than $50,000, more than $70,000 profit a month, and it is possible. I hope this created or gave you this motivation and inspiration and the steps. And if you have any questions with something that is not clear, you can leave a comment down below with any questions that you have, and I will personally reply to your comments. Please like this button, subscribe to the channel again if you didn't subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching.